Hey everybody. Hi. Everybody having a good Saturday? Ty, stop playing with the toys.
I'm in trouble already. All weekend. Ty.
What the?
Hey, may I make a suggestion?
You want to open a box?
Everybody opens them at the end.
Yeah.
I suggest we open them like early.
What the?
Mom! I'm here with my friends. Go away. Stop it, Mom.
Right? Oh my gosh. This is like a variety show all of a sudden. Hey, do you want to sit down? Let's like dignified people here.
I never sit, but
Never sit?
I will.
Let's, you know.
It's gonna get weird because I'll start pacing.
It is going to get weird. It already is weird, to be honest.
Yep.
So, I got nothing. Everybody's having a good Saturday? Yeah? Everybody's awake still? Yeah.
Listen, just for 1 second.
What, you want to open a box? Let's open a box.
No, don't be open a box, but just...
This is how Ty and I work together.
This is what we were talking. I know
This is, you want to do this way? Let's do it this way.
We're all
you want to
missing-
walk around the car this way? Let's walk around.
We're all missing Jared, so
Right.
feel comfortable. Just for a moment.
Jared Padalecki, ladies and gentlemen.
We were talking about that earlier. What's it like working with Jared? This is
Like this. Hey, how's the weather up there?
Does my nipple look safe to you? Cannon, you can open a box if you wish.
You know what? Yeah, pick one out. You went with a pretty bow, didn't you? All right.
You should do the honors.
Oh, okay.
That's how. I think you're gonna have to work on that later.
I mean, this is just all kinds of dangerous. I'm so happy that
Sebastian didn't get it.
or Richard. I mean, there would have been a whole act. In fact, I'm going to keep this and give this to Richard because what am I supposed to do with this? Give it to Richard and have him come up with a full pup? All right, that's good. That's helping. Well, we've only got a little limited amount of time, so we're going to go some questions. So we'll start over with the gentleman over here.
He's got a friend in America who was out earlier today.
Are you psychic? How do you know this? Don't answer that question.
I've been in every panel today.
This is... Been sitting in the back, auditing every panel. All right. Hi. How you doing?
Great.
His German accent is really good too.
So good.
As I ever been appointed in your performance where it felt like, well, I'm not thrilled with this, but we don't have enough time to do it better.
That's a loaded question.
I'm not very well.
I know.
Look, he's reading it off his phone. I wasn't kidding. He's reading it from his friend in America.
Yeah.
No, that's my question. Very well not thrilled with the performance, but it will have to do because you didn't have enough time. And if so, what would you do better if you could go back?
To answer your question, yes. That does happen. It's because, and Ty can attest to this as well, because television is such a rapid pace in production, we're filming at such a fast speed because you have to. Time is money, and the more time you take to get something done, I mean, there's we're packing a lot of production into 8 days of schedule per episode. So, a lot of times, you have to pick your battles with what you want to really focus on. So if there is an expedition, help me out. No. exposition scene. Thank you, God. If there's an exposition scene where we're just literally trying to get information out to the audience and move on, you know, sometimes it's you might just burn through the dialogue to get it out because you got to get to the really important stuff.
I always say too, one thing that you can't underestimate in this business is trusting your director and your editor. I've done scenes where I've left the scene going, we didn't get that. There's no way we got that. That's gonna suck. And then you watch it and you're like,
wow, we got that.
That was a really solid scene. I don't know how that happened. And conversely, I've done scenes where you leave it high-fiving each other thinking, man, we nailed that.
We nailed that, and you see it, and it's like, how did that happen?
So there's a little bit of that, just because it is such a time constraint, and obviously budget constraints and everything we do. So yeah, it happens all the time.
But I will say that for our show anyway, I know that for the really important scenes or sequences or moments in the script, we do take our time with that, and we make sure that we get that, and we feel good. Like, you know, Ty and I have had a few scenes where it's we had it. Like, it's like, okay, I got it, but let me go again because there might be something different. So now we're adding some extra stuff into the scene. Whereas if it was a scene where we're just giving out information, we might not do that. We might just kind of move on and get, but we do take the time for the scenes that truly matter. And those are the scenes that people, that's really pushing the story forward.
Let me tell you too, this is something that I have a little bit more experience than even Jensen does, because I've been a guest on a lot of people's shows. Jensen's been a fortunate guy to be working on his own show for a long time. Supernatural, and this is you and Jared and the crew of Supernatural, they're a well-oiled machine at this point. It's phenomenal how well and how much they cover, what quality of product they get in such a short amount of time. And it's really because these guys all work together so tightly. And that's a lot of that is you and Jared as well.
Yeah, we move pretty quick because we know. I mean, at this point, it's like, listen, it's sink or swim, and if we're going to get this show done, then we gotta really be on the ball. And everybody, we have an amazing crew that just, I mean, you can throw weather at them, you can throw wind. I've had people in up in 80-foot lights, condors, the big cranes, and they're just like swaying back and forth, And it's like, all right, get the guy down, we'll figure something else out, put some rain gear on, keep moving. So it's really like an army that just, nothing can sway them, and you have to be. It's crazy. Thank you. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. When you cast were purgatory, how is it possible that you had only a little stubble and cast were?
You know what's really trippy? I kid you not. I'll tell you. I was just looking at you because I'd never seen a beard, and I literally went, "You should have had a beard in purgatory. It would look really cool." I really, seriously, I was just literally looking at him. I wasn't.
The problem was with that, I probably would have had this, but what happened is last year they let me direct an episode that I directed first. So we shot that episode first, but it was like the third episode of the season. So in the episode that I directed, which is what we shot first, Dean was already out of purgatory and had already shaved. And so we just had to go with it. And I like to think that Dean likes to shave with his knife.
Cool concept too.
The purgatory blade is just
the obsidian stone. There's a cool concept of purgatory too. That one of the things like Benny didn't have hunger in purgatory, and so I think it's kind of a cool kind of time stops as well. Like you don't age, you don't get hungry, you don't get thirsty, you don't grow facial hair.
True. You don't grow beard. Yeah, I think this probably, I love the purgatory stuff, and I think that if I could go back and maybe tweak one little thing, it might be the fact that Dean should probably look a little more weathered and rough, and a little bit like he's been out in the wilderness for months and months. But, it's television, and we just got to kind of roll with it.
But I still don't understand why cast actually grew a beard.
Because...
Next question.
You know why Misha? You might have to ask Misha that. He came back from hiatus with a beard, and I guess the producers were just like, yeah, sure, that works. You know, yeah. Thank you. Hi.
Hello. Sorry, Ty, this is just for Jensen. I didn't really mean it.
I'll butt in anyways. It's okay.
I love you still. Okay, so I was sad to see that Dean and Castiel were falling back to being at odds with each other and uncommunicative after Cass left with the Angel tablet, especially after Dean admitted that he needs Cass and that they were placed that way. And so I was wondering, are we looking at a return to season 6 when Cass is working behind Dean and Sam's back? Or are they going to find a way to work together and support each other like Dean has been supporting Sam?
Let me take this one. I just want to say, you know, it's funny because I'm listening to that question going, I get questions like, what's Jensen smell like? And you get questions like, in season 6, episode 2, when Cass and you said that line and you gave him a little look, what did that look mean? He smells good.
You know the answer to that. You asked me that question 2 nights ago.
Leather and whiskey.
Yeah, you know, you'll see in the season finale, which has not aired yet.
No.
That there is, well, I don't want to say too much. There is a struggle with Cass and Dean as far as you know, their relationship, but I think much like Sam and Dean, there is an underlying kind of bond. There's friendship there that kind of supersedes whatever troubles are happening. They're always going to kind of, you know, look out for one another or have each other's back, and you know, they might have their own agenda sometimes, but you'll see in the season finale what old Cass is up to.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks. Hi.
I'd like to talk about the new woman in the new book. It was very touching to me to see Mary's picture close to this pattern. And by the way, talking about the room, did some girls already seen it?
Has some girls been inside Dean's room in the Men of Letters thing?
Or in future?
Well, yeah. They're blindfolded. They can't. I can't let them know where the secret layer is. I have to blindfold them, bring him in. What? Don't judge me. I don't know. You know, maybe Dean has other. You know, there's always the back of the Impala, isn't there? Does he really need a bed?
It's like a bed back there anyways.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's a boat. Well, I think Dean did get some action in the back seat, didn't he?
Yes.
Funny you remember that.
Oh, you remember that? Yeah. So I don't think Dean's hurting. I don't think he's needs to bring anybody back to the secret place. I think he can take care of his business elsewhere.
I like how you put that, take care of his business.
Take care of his business
It's a
elsewhere.
family business. But now it's a family business.
Yeah. Yeah, hunting things, saving people, getting girls. You know, the family business. Thank you. All right. Hi.
Hi, my question's for Jensen. Sorry, Ty.
You know Ty's gonna answer it anyway. Hi, kid. What's up?
I've spent the previous few days in Florence, and I know that Danielle previously said that it's one of your favourite places. And I was just wondering what you liked about it, and what were your favourite spots?
Well, one of the best eating experiences I ever had was in Florence at Inoteco Picchiori, which is the restaurant there. It's one of the. I think there's probably 2 on my list of places that are just untouchable. That place And what?
No.
And that was a place in I don't know what's happening.
Did you just do a quad shot?
Did you just go right into the family business?
Look at him grinning back there. I thought it was getting a little slow. I'm sorry, I said I would behave.
Oh, wow. Where was I?
Do you love that he just zoomed in on your crotch?
Yeah, I did, you know, hey, family business.
And look, he's grinning.
Florence, yes. The David, right? You see that. The Domo, you gotta see that. The Ponte
Did you climb
Vecchio.
it?
Did I what?
Did you climb it?
No.
We climbed it.
Did you? Well, congratulations. Now I gotta go back. No, it's a beautiful city. Yeah, much like Roma. Very beautiful. Love it here. Thanks. Hi.
Hi, Jensen. Yes, hi.
Hello.
My question is for Jensen.
Surprise, surprise.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, first of all, I want to tell you, Jensen, congratulations for the baby.
Thank you very much.
For being here with us, because this moment right now, it's my supernatural heaven. So I just want to thank you for making my dreams come true again.
Take notes, Ty.
My question. Thank you.
I'd just like to point out this is the best behaved you're ever going to see me. I respect and love this man. This is as
Sorry.
good as I'm gonna ever be.
I apologize for Ty's good behavior right now.
Sorry, but I am a maniacal script, so.
I like that.
So my question is, I know that in the show there were many difficult lines or words to remember or to pronounce, like the exorcism in Latin or the word Krautoan, for example. So I wonder if you ever had a word or a line that you've tried to remember or to pronounce but you couldn't do it. If you had one, what it was?
Well, there's definitely the Latin, the exorcism of Lisa.
You know what? It pisses me off how well you guys do all that stuff.
Have you done it?
No, the Latin?
Haven't you done it?
No, I do not ever ask
Get
you.
away without doing that.
I don't know. Don't ask me to though. I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire. That's how we talk about it.
Yeah, it's, well,
Hell, I don't
you know,
speak that.
Jared actually took Latin, like in school and stuff. So he already was so now I feel like an idiot. So I have the Latin doctor come to set and teach me. I feel like a child in kindergarten because I don't know what I'm
But you
saying.
guys pulled this stuff up like that day you did the spell on me. I'm like watching it.
Is he making this up? Oh no, it's.
Yeah, I was like, is that? No, it's doing the same thing over and over again.
But I remember the exorcism of Lisa, where she was, you know, possessed coming at me, and it was like 2 pages of Latin. That was the most difficult one that I mean, because it's, you know, there's a reason that it's a dead language.
You know what's interesting about things like that? I'll give you a real recent experience. I just did a feature film. I don't know if you know this, but I don't know if I can tell you this.
Yes, tell me.
They're remaking Godzilla, and I have a little part in it.
Next door to us.
Yeah.
Next door to Supernatural.
And I don't know what was wrong with me that day, but I had one word, something like blah blah blah, technical jargon, blah blah blah. The graph is moving exponentially. And I said exponentially so many times that I started to go, I don't
Understand what that word is?
I don't know what that word means anymore, and I don't know if I'm not saying it right. And then so I get halfway through exponentially, and I screwed this line up 20 times.
But see, it's feature film. They you know, they've got that kind of money to work with that.
Yeah.
But way to go, buddy. Way to be a pro.
I still wanted to crawl back into your across the lawn. Remember you guys? You made it over here, didn't you? By the end of it, I was going, you know what? I can play a good lizard. If you haven't filled that role yet, I could do the lizard part really well.
You know what? There was one in the episode. This is going way back. So, episode Skin.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
There was, I think Jared's told this story. Shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it out. It was not coming out. I was mumbling. It was well, it was. We basically like met in the alley, and it was like, okay, give the information very quickly so that we can go and take care of the situation. And it's
Exponentially is harder than shapeshifting.
It's true. But it was director was Robbie McNeil, and he came up to me. He's like, Jensen, that shapeshifter, you're kind of just swallowing the word. You need to just say it with a little bit more clarity. And I was like, yeah, I'll say it. Okay, that's fine. So I get in there, I was like, sorry. Shapeshifter. I mean, totally. And then Jared just. And now I can't say the line without stopping and literally straight face going shapeshifter.
You know what happens is it gets in your head.
It does.
So all the whole time, all you're thinking about is, I'm getting to that word.
It's getting closer and closer and closer. Here it comes. And stop.
Sure.
And go. Yeah. So that one, that's. It happens. It's like getting the giggles, when people get tickled on set.
I love that.
Yeah. Man.
People get pissed off because I can't stop laughing, because I love it.
Jared's notorious. I mean, we have to stop production for half an hour and then go walk it off. Yes, go walk it off, pal.
I want to be there for that.
Oh, man.
And you'll be pissed at me because I won't help.
Yeah, you wwon't help the situation. I have done my coverage to a vibrating Jared's face. They're just like, and I'm just stone faced giving my coverage because I don't have time to deal with his shenanigans. Sorry. Hi. Thank you. That's I'm sure there's many more stories, but I don't want to bore you guys. Hi.
Hi. My question is for Jensen. Sorry.
You guys don't need to say that every time. You're gonna really give him a complex. You're gonna give him a just ask the question and
you know what?
We'll figure it out.
I hate to break it to you. I've done 8 episodes. This man has done 8 seasons. Surprise, surprise, you have a few more questions for me.
What is your question?
I'd like to know if it is how the character Dean influenced you as a person.
How does Dean influence Jensen? Well, he takes up a lot of my time. I will say that. He just steals time. He is a needy little, yeah. No, it's interesting because over 8 years, you grow up a lot as a person. We mature, we get older, we attain more knowledge. We have life experiences that kind of shape who we are as human beings. One of my major life experiences has been playing this character for 8 years. So absolutely, he's a part of, or he is, the experience of playing Dean has definitely given me a life experience that has helped shape who I am. What specifically that could be, I don't know specifics, but just a generalization. I've spent 8 years with this, with this character, and one of the reasons that I kind of grow my facial hair out, and I actually, my hair was pretty long as of 2 days ago, and then I cut it again. But part of the reason I do that is so that I can see somebody different in the mirror. Because I literally, when I shave, I'm like, there's Dean Winchester. And so this kind of helps me shed that character for a few months out of the year, and kind of purge myself. And then, come July, I shave, and my voice gets down to here. We go back at it. But yeah, he's absolutely been a huge part of the better part of a decade. So that's a lot. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. This one is for Jensen.
Is this one for Ty? Hey, all right. I'm gonna get a drink of water.
I just want to know how you both manage to stay so grounded as people, as human beings, and not sort of develop some kind of huge ego.
Good luck, Ty.
Please, this question is so below me. You know how I stay grounded? My bills, my mortgage, my divorce, my children, my life, my bad hair days.
Friends help too, don't they? You have friends, I mean, you like me to have friends that are just completely unimpressed with what you do for a living?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It's weird.
And my kids.
Well, yeah, but not impressed. No. Yeah, I wouldn't say completely unimpressed. I mean, I think they respect what I do, but it's funny. You know, as I've gotten older, kind of my friends, a group of friends, has kind of gotten smaller, you know, and more concentrated. But those friends that I have kind of clung to over the past, you know, 10 years, they don't treat me as a TV star or a celebrity or you know, they treat me like their buddy that they knew 10 years ago. And I think that having people in your life, family, you know, that treat you the way that they always have, and that never changed.
And again, let me, because I do the, you never said I decided on any of my panels, but I'll give the compliment to your face. You and Jared, that I always say is, you know, the incredible thing about Jensen and Jared is that they haven't changed from season 2 at all. And I've made a living out of being a guest on other people's shows. I've done 150 different projects, so I'm an expert in this field of working on other people's shows. And I can tell you how rare it is for two guys to stay as grounded as you two have been. So yes, I give you credit to your friends, but you made the choice to keep those friends around you, because a lot of people don't. You know what I mean? Seriously, you made
Thanks,
the,
man.
yeah, you made the choice. Listen, this business is so full of people, rumors, and you know, and everybody wants to talk about the ugly things, and you know, shoot somebody on the beach when they're 30 pounds overweight, and showing us. Nobody wants to tell you the great things that people do in this business, and I think I try to make a point of doing that, and so I sincerely mean that about these two gentlemen that work on this show. I've been doing this since 1997. I've never had. I'll tell you my Jensen story. Don't let your head blow up, mister.
I'm not listening.
I have never had once the star of a show come up to me and say, or first of all, the AD come up to me and say, Jensen wants to know if you want to shoot your stuff first or his stuff first. Never. Not once. 145 projects. I've never, ever had that. I'm like, I literally was like, what? I'm ready to do it in any way you want. That's very nice. Half an hour later, Jensen comes over and goes, hey dude, you want to run your lines? It's all my dialogue. The last thing he really wants to do is run a fucking scene with me. He's got 5 lines in the scene. And that speaks of his character, it speaks of him as a leader on the show. And yes, I know you've got a lot of great friends around you, but you kept your friends around you. Because some people don't. So, thank you, brother.
Thanks, bro.
That's it, that's all you're getting.
That's all I want. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my question is for Jensen. First up,
I'm gonna go get us some beers.
Yeah, okay.
Shall I do that?
First up, I want to say I love you. You're a really great actor, and see you is my dream since 13 years.
Thank you.
I would like to know if you're not tired to play Dean Winchester since 8 years.
What's the question? I didn't get it.
You're not tired to play Dean Winchester since...
Are you not
Oh,
tired?
am I tired of playing Dean Winchester?
Yes.
What? Do I look tired? Is it coming across that I'm just fed up with this guy and I just want to kick him to the curb? Because I don't. I actually, I am so thankful of this journey that I've gotten to go on these past 8 years, and I couldn't. I mean, look, there's a lot of great characters in film and in television and in stories, out there. I think I got a pretty good one, and I'm pretty happy about it. I still enjoy going to work after 170 plus episodes. So it's, no, I'm not tired. Do I get tired of working? Yeah, I think everybody has their moments, you know. There's some days when it's, you know, in the middle of January and we have to be up at 6 a.m. and it's 22 degrees outside. That's Fahrenheit. I know you guys know what Celsius is. That's what would that be, like? It's cold, very cold. And the last thing you want to do is, you know, go put on your, you know, your actor face and get in front of a camera that you know is going to be watched by millions of people. But that's when I push through and that's like, you know what, this is one of the best jobs anybody could ever ask for. And damn it, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna love it. And I do. So, yeah, thank you.
Hey, you know, make no mistake too, and I've said this before, you know why this show's gone 8 seasons? You guys. I mean, these guys do a fabulous show, but if you don't watch it, you don't support it, it doesn't exist. Lots of fabulous shows fall away. And so you guys, the fan base that the show has is phenomenal.
This is why this is so great. You know, Ty's, this is what worked in a couple of these. And, you know, it's such a unique opportunity to get to truly interact with the people that support you, you know, that watch the show and that really kind of go to bat for, I mean, you guys really kind of protect us too. I mean, you do. You say us from like a lot of the naysayers, and even though there might be a few of you in the crowd. I'm kidding. But no, I mean, you really save us from the critics. You know, you save us from the people that are like, what is the show? Why is it still on the air? And a lot of times, you know, I've heard a lot of stories from you guys. I've been like, you know, that my friend didn't understand it, didn't know what the show was, and now it's like her favorite show on the air, and you know, blah blah blah. But it really is you guys that are the driving force behind what we do, and it's a great honor for us to get to come here, talk with you, and answer your questions, and just be around this kind of energy, because it helps us move forward and it keeps us excited about what we do. So thank you. Yeah.
I was wondering what is its story and its meaning, both in general and for you in particular. Sorry, Ty.
You know, most people don't know this. I played the cowbell in that song.
Yeah. And you were stellar, by the way. Yeah, you know that song. It's a rather sad song, but it wasn't necessarily the meaning behind the lyrics. That it was more. It was more the difficulty of the guitar playing. This is such a shallow answer. It was something that was very therapeutic.
You want a shallow answer? I hate that you can play music and sing.
Shut up.
Guitar.
Shut up.
And act.
You love it. You love when I sing to you. When I would come home from a long day at work, you know, up in Vancouver, and I come home to, you know, to an empty apartment, and one of the things that I do to kind of unwind and relax is I just sit on the couch and pluck my guitar. I don't sing because I don't really care for the sound of my voice very much, but so I literally just sit there and play the guitar, and that was a song that I learned. It was a really fun song for me to just play with. And it was very kind of therapeutic, and then I sang it one night for Steve, and he's like, "Oh well, we're gonna put that down. We're recording that for sure." And I, for some reason, let him talk me into it. So, you know, it was just something that helped me relax at night. Yeah. Thanks. Hi.
Hi, Jensen and fake Jared.
What's that? Jensen and fake Jared. Nice.
And everything is possible in this show. So, what do you think about this reaction?
If the Impala became a girl?
That's
be one sultry vixen, I think, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Dean might have, he might have some mixed feelings about that. It would be, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure he would know what to do with that. I mean, I'm sure he would have instincts telling him what to do. Just as long
Grab
as...
the wheel and hit the gas.
Hey, there you go. That's it. Throw it into drive and punch it.
Yeah, that came out wrong.
Sorry. It's a Sebastian moment for a moment. It's a good idea. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi.
Before my question, I made a drawing for you, Jensen. Sorry. Okay. So yes, it was very...
She's so bossy down there.
Yes, of course I
You want to see something? This is what I get in trouble for, though. They're going to come over and get it anyways. Give me the back. Give it to me. Come on.
What do you got? Did you draw this?
She made it for you.
Look at that.
I don't feel right if I don't break the rules every half hour or so.
It's a drawing of me and my wife. Very sweet. Thank you. Yes.
I'm fired.
Was there a question?
So my question is for both of you.
Okay.
And
Okay.
what do you both have in common with your character?
We both look alike. That's the go-to question. Yeah, the go-to answer there. I don't know, Ty?
Oh, this question always creeps me out. Because I have way more in common with him than I like to admit sometimes. You know, I think the overpowering thing about Benny is he exists in a world outside of what everybody else exists in. He doesn't belong. The vampires doesn't belong to the humans. And neither do I. And neither do I. They don't belong to the humans either. Yeah, I've always felt I was born in the wrong time zone. At the time, era. A little out of place, a little out of time. People don't always get me. I don't always.
I still don't get him.
Yeah. I'm confounded by things that people think are so important, and then other things mean. Yeah. So that's for me. That's the biggest thing. Is that I feel like I know exactly what it's like to be floating in a world that you don't quite belong in.
Ty came in and did just, I think you will agree, did a fantastic job. And I mean, it wasn't like the character, you know, had to kind of develop. I mean, he came in and was just like, boom, that's Benny, that makes sense. And there was instant chemistry between the two characters, and that of course fueled multiple episodes. And you know, I not to brag too much about him, but it's, and I told the writers this, it's one of my favorite storylines to date, is the Benny storyline. I just love the complexity of which it was, you know, and how it happened, what it did to the brothers' relationship, you know, how it really kind of, you know, it contradicted everything Dean believed in, but at the same time, there was a friendship there that superseded, you know, what should have been done. And it was really easy when he came in because he nailed the character. He had it down from the get-go, and we immediately were just like, wow, this is a cool chemistry between two characters, and it's really fun when two actors, you know, who are relative strangers to each other, get on set and then just start flowing. And we really did. I mean, he and I just started. It was just like, you know, it was like.
Listen,
just like we know, like we worked together for years.
And this is why you do it. This is why you do it. You know, like I'm very fortunate to work a lot. I stay busy, but not every project's got that feeling. Most projects don't. And I can remember being on, even being on the Godzilla set, making a good living, doing what I love, having fun. Great people, great experience, but being longingly thinking, oh, I'd like to go and do another supernatural episode. Because it just, you get to click into something that feels so good and feels so right. It just feeds your soul. It just makes me feel so good to be able to do something I love. in that role, the writers.
That's a great role too. Yeah.
You guys, it's just,
Yeah.
it's great.
Sorry, that really wasn't the question that you were asking about, but as far as, you know, what I have in common with Dean, you know, there's a lot that I have in common with Dean, there's a lot that I don't have in common with Dean. You know, I think he's, is that on a remote control? Please tell me that's on a remote control. A little closer. Yeah, yeah, give it a little, there you go. Just a, hi. I feel like a little child. What the hell is going on right now?
I think it's really kind of mean not to give us the controls for that.
I think it is too. Oh, come here, come here. Anyway, thanks for the question. That's one thing Dean and I have in common. Like to punch things. Hi.
Hi, sorry I'm a little nervous, that's the first mention. So I will ask about Dean's phrase, that's amazing, son of a bitch, just amazing, I love it. Was it...
Did you say his face? What?
His phrase.
Oh, his phrase.
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 His face, it's an amazing son of a bitch.
Phrase.
That's a real different way to give a compliment.
That face.
What did you say?
Amazing son of a bitch.
That face, it's amazing, son of a bitch.
Phrase son of a bitch, Ty.
Yes, okay, yes, the phrase, yeah.
Was it your phrase, your plotting Dean line, and was any phrases that you gave your character by yourself?
I think that particular phrase was something that came out of a performance choice that I gave in the pilot episode, in the very first episode of the series. It was on the bridge with the car, and after I climb up out of the river covered in mud, and it wasn't written that I yelled it. It was just written that I say it under my breath. And I instead decided to yell it, and the writers really liked that, and I think that they kind of, Kripke was like, oh, boom, there's a nice catchphrase for Dean, so, and then so a lot of that stuff just kind of happens organically. Like I didn't intend it to be that, and I don't think Eric intended to write it as that, but then when we put the two, my performance and his writing together, some things really click, and that was one thing that did.
Okay,
Thank you. Hi.
Ciao. My question is for Jensen, but only because I just asked something.
Hey, that's fine. That's good.
If everything that is...
He's just a big teddy bear, really.
If everything that is real in the show was real even here in the real world, would you be on a coach, eating pie and drinking beer, or would you be a hunter, JIB4?
Would I be more of the eating pie and drinking beer if I knew that there was supernatural things out there? Or would I actually start hunting? Gosh, the pie and beer sounds really good.
Acting's a pretty cushy job sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, people ask me a lot of times, like, you know, what would you do if, or have you ever had any supernatural encounters, you know, with ghosts or anything? And I like to say that, you know, what my job has given me is the knowledge that I've gotten playing this character is enough to scare any actual ghost away from me. So I don't have to worry about it. Of course, which is probably a false sense of security, but yeah, I don't know. You know, it's, I think that if I had to hunt in real life, I take solace in the fact that I've had 8 years of practice.
My question for you is...
Sorry, could you speak up just a little bit?
Yes, I'm sorry, my English is so... when you are deciding together on the phone, you talk to one another, come si dirà, you were talking to each other on the phone every day before coming out to decide what to wear the same shirt. Who makes a decision which color to wear that way? That was a bit of an Indian Russian at the end.
Okay, I guess that's it for Ty and I. We're ready to go drink beer and eat some pie. You guys are awesome. I think I gotta go sign some autographs or something. And, I know you're in line for me, right?
I have no idea.
You've got like a book. You've got like 5 things that I have to sign for you, don't I? Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm not signing your butt.
Once?
I'm not doing it because I know you'll get it tattooed.
They want us all to stay up here together for 5 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
No. We don't work together.
I am standing down here the whole time. That's all I'm doing. Forget it.
No, come on, Ty. Let's get up.
Get up here.
Get up here. I'll take the pants off again for you. So, Misha, I have a question for you.
What?
What do we do with this?
Is this the box that you opened? Isn't it obvious what you do with this?
Hello, I am the great wizard Ricardo.
Hello, I am the Indian Russian king.
I am the elderly and who's confused.
And we are nobody important.
Speak for yourself.
Yes, people.
This might be the worst skit ever done or performed on a stage.
I have done much worse.
Shut your mouth when I'm talking.
Come on, you guys, do not play.
The problem with these is you can't throw them at the audience without hurting the audience.
No, you can't. But, wow, this is, would anybody like this?
I'm not
Yes?
giving mine away.
Or no? Nobody wants this? Honestly, what are you going to do with this? I don't want to know. Never mind. That is, that's... Oh, well, you know... Alright, seriously. This is the great wizard Ricardo. Yeah? There you go. Knock yourself out.
Oh, you're gonna have some good times with that wizard. Will someone give this to Sebastian? Who put glasses on? Who's gonna see him later? Well, she's like, I'm definitely gonna see him later. Sweet, do you have his room number? I was like, I'm gonna see him. Here you go. Can you give this to him? Thanks.
Well, this whole panel just derailed.
Yeah, very just fall apart.
I mean, what a way to finish with the puppet show.
I have been as well behaved as I can be for as long as I can be.
Okay.
All right, I'm getting out of here. Misha Collins can take over. Guys, love you. Mean it. You guys are amazing. Hi, Austin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Jensen. And we will see you later, tomorrow, maybe tonight. I don't know. So, yeah. Okay.